Hello everyone, I welcome you to another episode of, how should I call it now? Let's say Ebenezer Intelligence, or name it whatever you want to name it. My name is Ebenezer and I'm the founder of Olukola Studios. A lot of people will be like, do you have a studio, do you have a place? Are you not doing photography, you are doing videography, or what exactly are you doing? So basically, what we do is that we help visionaries to retell their brand through visual. So which means that you have an idea, you want to build something, you have a great vision you want to bring to life, and you don't know how to express it for people to be able to relate to it, to understand, to know who will help you to bring it to life. So basically, that's what we do. Do we have a studio currently? No, but we are planning to expand to have a studio. Do we have? Are we into photography? Yes, we have photography partners working with us. Going into the topic of today is quite interesting because this is a topic that, particularly for me, I think has really helped me and has really shaped my perspective, changed my mindset towards approach to the concept of being successful or trying to build something solid, something really standard, trying to build a legacy, not looking for the easy way out or how do I make quick money, and that's where we often miss it, even as creatives, as young people, and as people that are trying to grow up. When you hear a lot of people today, when they say, let's say you hear someone's story and the person said, I left my village, I left my family members, I went to the city, and after some times I made it and the likes. Of course, none of them will tell you, okay, these were the things I knew. None of them will tell you these were the people I met. None of them will tell you the kind of struggle they passed through, the kind of hassle, the hustle, the hardship they passed through. So when you now see the glitz and glamour, and you're like, oh, I want to be like this person, I want to be like this person, and when that seem like you are not getting the kind of results you need to get on time, then it's now like, oh, probably you've been deceived, or probably what exactly is going on, and which is that there are some certain things you need to understand, which not everybody will tell you this. In fact, there's something I used to tell myself, is that my goal is not me earning money and telling people how I earn money. No. My goal is letting people know what they need to know before they make money. Because actually, in the real sense, to make money is easy. That's what many people don't know. To make money is easy. Just give someone something and give me something. I'll give you money, I'll pay you. The person will pay you. So the question we often do not ask is, what kind of value do I want to offer this person that will make the person give me what I'm asking, what I'm demanding? What kind of value am I going to offer this person that this person will say, this value worth so amount, then I'll give you. And that is what, okay, for example, now there are people that say that they make money from YouTube, faceless channels and the likes. The question is, what kind of content are they posting that is making them the money? We often don't ask that. Okay, viral content. The question is, how many of the viral content are you going to post till you're able to start earning? Because there are eligibility level for these things. But what we do not often understand is that no matter what you do to make money, you are still going to end up offering value in order to earn that money. So if you can understand what you need, why you need what you need, and how to now do it the right way, you see that there will be less trouble today, and there will be growth. But a lot of people don't want to understand this, and that is why I'm bringing this topic, how to thrive beyond the hustle, right? uh, a lot of some of you might have questions like, what do you even really know, how old are you, blah blah blah, and the likes. But do I care? No, because uh, all I'm saying today, I didn't learn them by reading book. I didn't learn them by reading a lot of books. In fact, it was later on, after I was getting exposed to a lot of things, I now began to read books, and I realized that, so I knew all these things all this while, and I didn't maximize the potential, right? So because I didn't know I know those things, I was not even able to do it better. but I knew it and I was able to still express it. So most times we may know the thing, but because we are not exposed to the environment and the knowledge that needs to bring out that, you know, that needs to help us to express that thing, we will not even be able to, do it well and do it better. So what I'm sharing with you today is what even I myself have gone through and I'm still in the process. So I just feel like I should share this for creatives, for anybody, for visionaries basically. If you know you're a visionary person, you want to build something solid for yourself, and you're a young person, or you are looking forward to learn from people, then this video is for you. And you want to invite your friends, your colleagues to watch this video with me also, and I believe you will learn a lot of things. So yes, so in this what we are discussing today is to help us shape that thriving mindset. How should I put it now? It is to help us shape that thriving mindset in us, that this thing I'm doing is something that I believe in, that will give me the kind of results I'm looking for, I'm desiring. And there are things to this thing. Um, there are what am I going to use? What's the right word now? There are principles. Let me use the word principles to these things. There are fundamentals that you can't overlook. No, regardless of where you are, you can't overlook those fundamentals. It's just the application that is now different, right? It's just the application that is now different. So you see, in the generation that we are now, where AI can literally now do basic things, and I mean basic things, AI can come up with content for you. AI can tell you what to do. AI can give you ideas on what to do. So the question is, how do I now still thrive in this generation? How how do I remain relevant in this time, in this age that we are now? Because a lot of people just think now that there is AI, I now need to be more lazy. No. In fact, the reason why there is AI is why you need to now work harder on yourself. The reason why we have AI now is why you should now work harder on yourself than working hard to make money. Because sooner or later, what you think you know how to do, AI can do it. So the question is, why should I hire you to do it for me? Why should I work with you? So a lot of people don't know these things and they just feel like they are missing out. No, you are the one that is not getting it. You are the one that is not getting it right. So as a creative, as someone willing to remain relevant, to thrive even in this AI generation, right? There are things you need to understand, and I'll be mentioning just three things that you need to understand. Just three things that you need to know if you want to remain relevant in this age that we are. Just three things. And aside from just three things, um, just for you to understand what we're discussing here today, we are talking about how to remain relevant in this AI generation such that you still thrive. And of course, when you are thriving, that means you are surviving. Just like the song goes, surviving is winning. Franklin, you get that? So, for you to remain relevant and thriving in this generation, in today's world that we are today, then it means you are ready to give all your best in what you do, what you are doing, and make sure you are going as far as just remaining on the surface, just remaining on the surface level. So, yeah, so the first thing is just three things. The first thing is you want to have the growth mindset. The second thing is you want to understand the circle you are, the community you are. Then the third thing is what are they calling it? Innovation. That is uh telling a story of you, like pushing out you, just basically. Because in fact, let me even say, for entrepreneurs out there, for apologies for that mistake, My sister would always correct me that it is not entrepreneurs, it is entrepreneurs. So yeah, so for entrepreneurs out there, there's something you need to know, which is that uh, people don't interact with your social media page. People don't interact with the content you push out anymore. People want to interact with people. So which means that if you want to build any brand today, then you are ready to, you are going to have a face that people are going to be seeing, that people are going to be interacting with every time on your on your business page, on your social media page, or whatever. So which means that you also want to switch up your personal branding game. In fact, I heard about Mark, the owner of Meta, as the CEO of Meta, Mark Zuckerberg. Before, is people were like, this guy is a human robot. He doesn't play, he doesn't joke around, he doesn't, he doesn't vibe at all. Like there's no vibe about him. But suddenly they just told him that you need to switch up your personal branding game. And suddenly it became a personal, you know, it became a celebrity influencer on social media, and everybody are now trying to follow him. He's now making videos around her. And why is that so? Because in this generation we are today, people want to interact with people. They are not. It is before that you see a flyer and you like it. Today, nobody cares about your flyer anymore. It is before that you see just any one Canva design on your page, and people will say, ah, nice, nice, nice. But today, nobody cares about your flyer. If you cannot make videos, if you cannot push out yourself, if you cannot um stand as an authority in your niche, then people will not believe you anymore, because what you are doing, people can get the same thing from AI. That's how it sounds. People can get exactly the same thing from AI. So you need to switch up your personal branding game. You need to now reposition yourself as an influencer, such that by the time people are now trying to relate with your brand, they know they are relating with someone. And that is why we often have brand archetype, because that brand archetype is what will help you define the personality of your brand, is what will help people know what kind of personality your brand holds. That is why the person behind the brand is just like, you have sales team in your business now. When people want to buy from those salespeople, are they interacting with the brand? No, they are interacting with the salespeople. So if the salespeople miscommunicate the brand, if they miscommunicate what you stand for, then they've ruined the brand's reputation. So you see that branding is not static. Is not, how should I put it? Is not one unimaginable being like that. It's just you and me. So the more you now embody the more you now embody the vision of the brand, you embody the brand itself, the more people will relate with you, and they now understand from your feeling, your pain point, the reason why you're saying what you're saying. They're not able to come, and do a lot of things with you. So the first thing you want to consider when it comes to thriving in this generation we have today is, you want to understand, what exactly am I doing? That is, what vision am I trying to build? What's your vision? What is your vision? Because it is your vision that will determine what you do on a daily basis. Your decisions, that's your mission. And that's what people don't really understand. Once you don't have a clarity of vision of what you are trying to do, it will be hard for you to grow. And it will be hard for you to do something on a daily basis that will get you closer to the vision. Right? Um, there is this thing that I think UBA Bank and some other banks used to do, is that they have quarterly plan. That's quarterly goals, annually goals. They have quarterly goals, annual goals, biannual goals, and the likes. And why do they have these annual goals? It is what helps them take decisions. Okay, in this next quarter, the goal is to make 100 million naira, the goal is to make 1 billion naira, which means that by the time they are looking for customers, they are not looking for people that are still begging them to pay 1 million naira, or still begging them to pay 200k or 500k. because the goal is what? We want to make 100 million naira, and we are looking for those that can drop 10 million naira and above. So you see that when there is no clarity of vision of what you are trying to build, then it will be hard for you to be able to make a substantial and tangible growth, because it's not just about doing anything for money. That's what people don't understand. Because if it's about doing anything for money, then it means you can steal for money. It means you can kill someone for money. It means if you have the chance to even use your mom or your father or your siblings for ritual, you can do it, because you are so desperate that all you just need is the money. So what you need to understand is, what is the vision I'm trying to build? Is it clear enough? Sometimes the vision can change, but the fact that you understand that you need a vision to know what to do. For example, when you wake up from your bed, immediately you wake up, what happens? You are thinking, okay, today I'm going to work. For those that are working 9 to 5, they know the vision is what? Go to work to help their boss or the company build their vision. So what are they doing? They wake up 6 a.m. 6 a.m. is even late. They wake up 5 a.m., get ready. By 6:30 a.m., they're out of the house. So the vision is that either they are working to earn a living, or they are working to grow to a certain level in their business. They know that's the vision. So what is the mission now? They now have to wake up on a daily basis to go to work, and then do what they have to do, then come back home at night. So there is nothing you want to do that doesn't have a vision. But when you understand and have a clarity of what you are trying to build, you are able to even build something more solid. Something more solid. I hope you are following me now. So when you understand your vision now, the next question is, what skills do I now need to make the vision happen? Now, this might sound to young ones that are still trying to figure out, okay, what am I doing with my life? So the question is, now that, okay, let's say you want to become, um you want to own businesses. You want to own a lot of businesses, because today now the goal of people in my generation is, I want to have financial freedom. I want to travel around the world. I want to live soft life. Okay, you want to live a soft life. That means you are ready to go the hard way to enjoy the soft life, because you can't do it soft and enjoy it soft. It's not possible. It doesn't work that way. It's the other way around. You either do it soft and enjoy it hardly, or you do it the hard way and enjoy it the soft way. Right? So which means the question is, what skill do I need to learn to bring this vision to life? For example, if you want to become a filmmaker, then you want to learn filmmaking. You want to go to school of, what are they calling it? Media and communication. You want to learn mass communication. The major problem we have, like I said earlier, is not that we don't know what to do, is that we don't have clarity of vision. So even in our choice, we are just picking it like we are shopping, we are just doing it the way we want. And then sooner or later you just see that 1, 2, 3 years, what the law, 4 years gone, 5 years gone, and they're like, why am I still there? Why am I still there? Because you have no clear vision, and you do not know what you need to do to bring that vision to life. So you need to learn, find a skill to learn. Now let's even say you have a skill. That's very good. You have a skill. In fact, I love people that have skills that they are learning, or they are trying to build up, right? And you need to understand this, that you learn a skill to survive, you build your skill to thrive. Hear it again. You learn a skill to survive, you build a skill to thrive. Learning a skill means you learned how to do something just to make money, which means that you can learn how to use washing machine and start washing clothes for people. It's a skill, although it's not really a skill that is considered a skill like that, but it's still a skill. For you to know how to wash clothes, iron, and present it, it's a skill. Now, building yourself up in that skill is you now growing. Okay, how do I package this skill to be able to charge better from big people? Okay, how do I now what are they calling it? How do I now do this thing better such that, oh, people are like, "Ah, and I love your company." You know, how do you now grow? Set structures that will now help you grow in that skill. So that is why even in medicine, we have doctor for women, we have doctor for teeth, doctor for eye, doctor for what are they calling it? We have the doctors that I think they treat the hair too. So which means that you want to focus on a particular niche. You want to have a skill. Okay, what's the skill you are learning? Okay, the skill is that I want to become a doctor of the eye. So now, if that is the skill you want to learn, or let's say the niche you want to go to, then it means that anything outside of becoming the doctor of the eye, that's the ophthalmologist, you are not interested. Not all opportunities are for you. That's one thing we don't understand. If you want to grow, you want to learn how to focus. Not all opportunities are for you. It is not every opportunity you see you jump at. Because it is making money doesn't mean you have to jump at it. So which means that you understand that this is the skill you are learning, or this is the niche you are focusing on. Then focus. So let's say now you focus, you built, your skill to a level, you made money to a level. Now you want to now learn other soft skills to your main skill to help you now thrive. For example, now you are a doctor, you learned, let's say you focused on becoming doctor of the eye as the ophthalmologist. Then what you are doing is not that you just know how to treat the eye. There are other soft skills like learning how to use Microsoft Office package, because a lot of doctors don't know how to present. A lot of doctors don't know how to type. You see them is one hand, they will be looking for A, they'll be looking for B, they'll be looking for C. So you want to learn soft skills like Microsoft Office package. You want to learn soft skills like AI, how to leverage technology in what you do. That's why they used to do training. They used to do staff training. You want to learn about finance. These are things that we used to neglect, and we think, once I have money, forget. It's a lie. The basic principle and fundamentals remain the same. If you want to build, if you are a visionary looking to build something solid, then you have to do it the right way, the proper way. There are guidelines, there are principles that have been laid down by people that have done it in the past. You can't overlook it, you can't jump it. It's a lie, you can't mago your way. You have to go through the process, the right process. Do it the right way if you want to get it right. That's the principle. So you learn a skill to survive, you build your skill to thrive. So now, after you have now, you are now looking at, okay, learning other soft skills. For example, you are a creative now. Let's say you are a designer, and that's true. Because you are a graphic designer today doesn't mean you get job. That's what people don't know. There is a book called Design Thinking. It means that designing is not rigid. You can apply it in anything you do. If you can have this skill called design thinking, you are a UX designer, you are a designer. You are a product designer, you are a designer. You are a fashion designer, you are a designer, you're an artist. So which means that design is not supposed to be a rigid one. You are using phone because they tell you that your work is nice, fire emoji. They are dropping fire emoji, think you are good. There's something called design thinking. It means that with your design skill, you are able to bring innovative solution, not just to design, not just to use the software or now to design. You're able to think, okay, how can we do this thing and present it? Because if you don't have the idea of how do I do this thing to be able to present it better, to be able to communicate something, then your skill is useless. So the question is, as a graphic designer, how can I use my skill to communicate something that can be innovative? That's why you hear a lot of tech bros, they or young people in the university, they tell you, I designed this platform, this is how. Because your skill actually is not for you to just get the software and design. Your skill is to envision something or take someone's vision or find someone's vision and then bring it to life. So that is why you need that design thinking. If you go and look for the book, Design Thinking, I've forgotten um the person that wrote the book. So your skill is most of you just think I have the skill, then I can make money. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. There's this idea for every creative. I just dey find that one remote job. Once I get that remote job like this, or more, I go. Is a lie. If you don't start doing what you need to do now, that remote job you won't get it, because it is easy to say that don't worry, I will change when I get the job. Is a lie. If you don't change now, if you don't work towards it, you won't get it. So stop deceiving yourself. Put in the right effort, the right diligence, and you get the result. So you need to learn how to put the right effort, the right. Don't just do things lazily. You know, I I have a little problem working with creatives, and it's not because they don't know what they are doing. It's not because they are not skilled. It's just that they feel like because AI can do it now, then I don't need to stress myself. AI is not supposed to take your job. AI is supposed to enhance your creativity. AI is supposed to bring out. It's just like people giving you ideas. Does that mean that them giving you ideas means that that is what you need to do? You now have to sit down and break down those ideas. Okay, does this align with my goal? Does this align with my goal? Does this align with what I feel like doing? If not, then it means that people can tell you what to do. They will just misdirect your life, and at the end of the day, will leave you. That is how AI is. AI is not supposed to take your job. AI is supposed to bring out that creativity in you as a creative. AI is supposed to enhance it. AI is supposed to help you refine it, fine tune it. So when you just say, hey, give me this, there was a guy I was trying to work with. There was a guy I was trying to work with. I said, okay, send me your portfolio and your CV, and he likes. So he sent his portfolio and CV. I saw it. Everything was perfect. His works sweet. Now, sent him the offer letter and the form to fill and the likes. So I sent him the form, and on sending it back, he made a mistake. What was the mistake? He went to use AI to generate the letter and attach his, what are they calling it? He attached the form that he filled, the offer letter that he signed. He attached it back and now sent it to me. You know what the mistake he made? He didn't remove the, what are they calling it? The insert name that AI added there. And now, am I condemning him? Am I saying he did the wrong thing? No. In fact, I was already dreaming of working with him. But when I saw that, it was even my partner that showed me that, look at what this person sent. Look at what he sent. He used AI, he didn't even correct it. So I just overlooked it and said, that's a mistake. But what am I saying is that a lot of us, we we is because we do not really understand what we are doing. That's why we do things, so we do some things lazily. We just do it, and we do it nonchalant, with a nonchalant attitude. We can't, we can't do something substantial with this, with the way we are going like this, if that is how we want to go. We can't build something solid. The diligence, the commitment, the effort we need to put that has been before now is the same effort we need to put. In fact, AI is just to now help us to make it easier for us to do it more, not to now be lazy at it. Not to be lazy at it. So you need to understand, for you to grow is not, in fact, every information you see on the internet cannot help you grow. At most, it will make you like the regular person. If what you know is what I can search on Google and just see it easily, it will just, that's why you can't learn finance on internet. You can't learn finance. You'll be frustrated. You can't learn how to design on YouTube. If you don't find someone to mentor you, you'll be frustrated. Even me, when I started my design journey, I was using YouTube to learn. at some point, I had to find someone to mentor me. I had to pay for mentorship. I had to pay for to learn a course. I didn't say because I know how to design, then I should leave it there. No, that's not how to grow. No, no, that's not how to grow. The information on the internet, at most, like I said, at most, will make you an average person. But if you really want to stand out, if you want to remain relevant, you have to go deeper. That's why you have to pay. That's why when they say, the course is 150k, because if you don't pay, you not pay attention. And when you don't pay attention, you can't learn anything. Do you get that now? So you want to consider continuous learning. Just keep learning, keep growing. Especially if you are a university graduate or undergraduate. This is not the time for you to say you have parties to go. Of course, I'm not saying you should not enjoy your life. Go, to be honest, attend parties, go to whatever event you want to go. But never allow that to now take your time from learning and putting in the diligence in what you need to put in now for the future you are building. I'm talking to visionaries. So if you are not a visionary, then you can scroll and go. But I'm talking to people that they really want to build something solid with their life. They really want to be serious with their life. Is that you cannot allow frivolous things to take away your time, the time you're supposed to invest in yourself at this age of yours. And that is why if you're an undergraduate, this stage of your life is the most dangerous stage. If you miss it, especially if you're a Christian, if you miss it, that's another 4 years. If you miss it, that's another 4 years. And that 4 years may not be 4 years, you can multiply to 6 years because your parents have plans for you, in case you don't know. Especially if you come from an African home, they have plans for you. They know what they want you to do after school. But when you have something you have started learning now, you have started doing now, you are doing already. Even when you finish school and you explain to them, you sit them down, this is your vision, this is your plan, this is the future you are trying to build. At most, well, I don't want to say they can't send you away from your house because we don't know some parents now, but at least you have something you are doing with your life. It's not that you don't know what to do. You know what to do. Just that you now need advice. Okay, if you do it this way, I think you can get closer to your vision. I mean, so basically, you want to focus on continuous learning and continuous learning also in the area of your attitude and your character. You know, uh, there is this saying that, or let me paraphrase is that your skill can get you that job you are looking for, but it is your character and your attitude towards that job that will retain the job for you. Listen again. Your skill will get you that job you are looking for, but it is your character, who you are, that will determine whether that job will be retained, whether you will grow in that job. Because most times we're always blinded by, I'm good at this thing. Then we forget that we have the character aspect, and character comes in when you start interacting with people. So sometimes I used to hear people say, people say I'm proud and I agree. People say I'm this and I agree. It's good though. I'm not saying you should not agree with them, but have you ever asked you, is that the reason why I'm losing some opportunities? Is that the reason why I'm getting opportunities? Because most times you just think, you know how to do this thing, just come and do it. You know how to do this thing, just come and do it. But when our true character, the true person in us begin to show up, then a lot of us will lose jobs. A lot of us will lose jobs. You know, it's funny that a lot of businesses are looking for young people to work with today. A lot of businesses, companies are looking for young people to work with today. But there are few people that are, that are really skilled. And even those people that are skilled now, they don't have character. They don't have attitude. How can you be talking rudely to your boss? Or because, I mean, this is why we are shooting ourselves in the legs. This is why we are shooting ourselves in the leg. Because it's not just about being skilled too. Your character, your attitude towards work. Is it commendable? You may be saying, I know what I'm doing. I know my skill. I know how to do this thing. But Can you retain the job? You know, I work with this or let me say one of the HR I worked with, I've worked with, or I'm working with currently, anyhow you want to put it. Um, there's this entrepreneur I know, a business owner. She's into the finance and she also does management, financial management and the likes. There was one day she came to her status and she complained. She said, "Employee go whine you, no panic. Staff go whine you, no panic." Like, how can they tell you this is what you need to do? And you are doing it as if no, you don't care. No, 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 no. No, this is why it is this same person, this employee that is not doing the job well. Oh. You come on Twitter and start saying this boss self, oh more, there's no job in this country. Kiniko, kiniko. It doesn't. Have you checked your character? Have you checked yourself, who you are? Is it that your character that is what is re- repelling people, works good people away out of you? Some of you, if they don't pay you, you can't do anything for them, and that's why you never get job. Because sometimes you don't it's not until you get paid before you do some things. You do some things because you want to learn. Character, attitude. Like I said, your skill will get you the job. It is your attitude that will retain the job for you. So they can employ you today and your attitude is bad and fire you tomorrow. No, you know, they no send you. They no send you. They no send you. That attitude of I know what people are saying, I'm proud, I'm this. People say I talk too much. I don't care. Is it your mouth I'm using to talk? That's some, and is that same person that will come online and God. You know, it's painful because I work with some people that this same character is what made them lose the job. It's not that they actually not good at what they are doing. And that's why my mentor used to say something. He's not looking for somebody that is too skillful or is too skilled at what he does. He's looking for somebody that is hungry to grow. Grow in the skill, grow in the knowledge, grow in the character. Grow in the character. So another thing you want to consider when you want to grow at what you're doing, growing so that you can remain relevant, is that you need some level of audacity. Oh. Like I said earlier, that AI can now do most of the basic things, which means that if you still know the basic things about your skill, about the niche, the field you are, then you sooner or later you will not be relevant. So which means that if what you know is still basic, right, you need some level of audacity to even apply for some jobs that you don't qualify for. Because it is only then you can now get exposed to, oh, so I need this skill to grow. Because like I said, Google will not give you what you need to grow. Google will not give you the information you need to grow. You will have to dig deep, and part of digging deep is being audacious to take up some roles that will expose you to what you need to learn, what you need to know. So for example, let's say you're a graphic designer and what you use to design is your phone, right? You want to apply for some jobs that you need Adobe Illustrator to use or you need Photoshop to use. Let them now say that because of your proficiency, we cannot employ you. Then it means that you are now going to be looking for, maybe you look for your friend that has a laptop, or you tell your parents to buy you a laptop, or you go and work to get a laptop and learn that skill. I mean, you can't just sit down around. There are some people they will say, "Oh, my job is not coming." They will come and meet and say, "Boss, Alpha, I beg, I need jobs. So if you get job for me," and ask them, "What are you doing? You're a graphic designer. You don't have anything to do. Tutorial, you're not watching. Practice, you are not practicing, and you are looking for job. Who does that?" No, now. It's not possible. Or you are a filmmaker, you can't carry your phone to start recording videos, at least practice small small editing. You say you are saying you are looking for job. Let's even say you met someone that is ready to give you job, you are still not practicing. The person now say this is the job you need to edit, you are now making mistake, and the person now saying but I thought you said you are good at this thing, you are now giving excuse. No now, no now. So which means that you will not have audacity to be able to take up some roles because in you yourself you know that you are underskilled. You don't, your skill is not up to that level. It's because you know that your skill is not up to that level. You are looking at yourself like, "Ah, I'm not worth it. I don't have big laptop. I don't have this software. I don't have that software." That's what we'll be running away from, and you will lose that opportunity. So which means that you will have a level of audacity in you to be able to apply for some jobs, for some roles that you are not qualified for, because you know that you are growing, you know the amount of time you spent on developing your skill. So that's why I said that learning a skill is for survival. You can learn a skill now and quickly go and find somewhere where you know they've not grown too much. You use your skill for them and collect their money. But if you want to be relevant and thrive, you have to grow that skill. And growing that skill means that when you are working, you are not working for the person, you are working for yourself. You are working to grow, not for the person. So which means that as you are growing, the person will be growing, the company will be growing, the people you are working with will be growing. That's what we often miss. I hope you are understanding what I'm trying to say. You are getting me. Because like I said, it is not that I am skilled. People will not give you job because you say you are a designer, or you are a video editor, or you are a UX designer, or you are a software developer. People will give you work because they know what you have to offer. And let me say this, only excellent people can identify an excellent person. So which means that only an excellent person can identify excellence. You know what that means? If you are not excellent enough, eh, the people, the company, the job you are dreaming to get, you will not get it because you are not excellent at that level yet. So when you are excellent, they will identify it. You are not the one that will push it. They will identify it. Even if you are the one that later, let's say, apply, they will know that this person is excellent. They will know. You don't need to tell them that you're excellent. So excellence identifies excellence. So only excellent people can identify excellence. So if you're if that person wey still dey struggle to even meet ends meet is telling you that well done, I think it is Apostle Joshua Selman that said that um if people are clapping for you, check those that are clapping for you. If they are not kings, keep working, keep working. You know what the Bible says? Seest thou a man diligent? It is not religious specific. Mm-mm. That Bible verse is not religious specific. It's not for Christians, nor is it for other religions. No, it's for everybody that is diligent. Seest thou a man diligent in his business? He will stand before kings and not ordinary men. So when you are excellent at what you do, excellence will find you. Excellent people they will know. You don't need to tell them. They will know. Ah, this person is excellent. They will know. They will know. They will know. So like I said, the skills you need to grow. Like you can't be stuck. The experience you need, sometimes you don't learn is you don't take up a job because of the money. You take up a job because of the experience you are going to get, and that is dependent on the kind of vision you are building. You can't want to build something that none of the persons you know around you have built something like that, and you are learning, you are listening from them, you are getting ideas from them, you are working with them. It's not possible now. You have to go to either listen to the person that has built it before, or work under the person, or be around the people that has built something like what you have built and listen to them. They are the one that can tell you what you need in the journey, the mistakes you don't need to make. But if you are listening to that your friend, that one wey e never build anything for im life, you dey lis ten to am and you think say you go grow, dey play. Just dey play. Someone said that the illiterate of this generation is not somebody that can not read or write o, is somebody that cannot learn, unlearn and relearn. You know what that means? It's someone that cannot grow. If what you know today, yeah, if what you know how to do last year is still what you know how to do this year, then you are an illiterate. You are an illiterate. Grow in your thinking, your mindset, in what you know how to do. Grow, grow. Don't stay stuck. Grow. And this is dependent on the kind of environment you are. You know, I was in a meeting and someone was asking, how can you convince people that in their environment, the person was saying that how can you convince people that in their environment, right, they used to kill the big ideas you used to share with them? It's simple. Stop sharing your ideas with people. Stop sharing your ideas with people that are visionless. Very simple. Find people that are visionaries, work with them. Ah, I told this person my idea. The person is looking down on me. You are the one looking at what people will say. And it's good, it's fine. And that is why the environment you are, it will this is even I'm even going into the second thing I'm about to say now. So you need to grow. You need to grow. Then the second thing I'll be going into is collaboration, um, building strategic relationship. Now, strategic, not as in, I'm not trying to sound generic like every other person. When I mean strategic relationship, I'm saying relationship specific to the kind of vision you are building. Um, let me say this for creatives and um, probably you are trying to build something and you have no idea of what you are trying to build. The easiest way you can build what you are trying to build is to volunteer. That's if you even learn, is to volunteer, because it might be hard, but you know what you are pursuing. If somebody that is not pursuing anything that will say is money, if it's not money, don't come. Am I saying you should not make money? I'm saying you make money, but value attracts money. In fact, there is a mindset that some people have, which is mental laziness, right? They are just trying to find the easy way out. They are trying to find the easy way out. If it's not easy, don't call me. If it's not soft, no, because you want to live a soft life, you will lose more. That's the honest truth. Now, don't get me wrong. Am I saying it's not easy to make money? I've said it before. It's easy to make money, but if somebody that has mental laziness, they'll be looking for the easy way out. You are trying to do something, but because it did not look like the way you expect, then you just do it anyhow, and be giving yourself excuse, be finding excuse for your mediocrity. For a young person or a creative or somebody that wants to build something meaningful in life, the easiest way to grow is to volunteer, save. Because in the process of volunteering, you meet a lot of people. When you meet a lot of people, you interact. You now have the kind of mindset they have. So when you're now applying for jobs, you know how to apply for jobs. You know what to look out for when you're applying for jobs. Not that, I mean, even the people you meet on the journey, they are the ones that will now connect you to jobs, to a lot of jobs. I remember a guy I met in, I think when I was still in SS student, and he was trying to advise me and my friends that learn a skill. You know, there's this guy he showed us. He said this guy is in GS3, but he has been working with a multi-million-dollar company and he's coding for them. And he was not trying to advise us that learn a skill, learn a skill. Don't think your SS3 YX certificate will serve you. And I told him that, "Ah, I have a design skill. I know how to design." He showed me some of the designs he has done. He said, "I can do it. I can do it." And like, why was I confident? Because I know the amount of time I've spent learning the skill. So when he said, okay, let me collect your number, and you know, since that day we started talking, he will say, "Yeah, design this thing for me." I would actually volunteer for him to design for him. But guess what? As I was growing, volunteering for me, he was referring a lot of clients to me. Clients that have done 100 million, like a lot of deals in real estate, hundreds of millions in real estate. He has referred them to me. Why? Because I volunteer, I served. I served. Even gold, for the value of gold to be seen, it has to pass through fire. But you want to go the easy way, so that, like I said, my message is for visionaries, not for those that are finding the easy way out. If you are looking for the easy way out, then this video is not for you. It won't help you, right? It won't help you. When you volunteer, you have the chance to work closely with people in your niche, even people that surround your niche. You will be able to work with them, understand how they think, the work ethic, the way things are being done, and how you can now work together to achieve a common goal. The mindset, most importantly, the network. Money flows in circles. Your network determines your net worth. So if your network, people around you, they are urgent 2K people, then it means that you can't pass urgent 2K level. Simple. So, but when you work with people around you, the people that you have around you, it will determine your outcome, the kind of excellence you bring out. So if you have excellent people around you, you yourself will be excellent. It was still the same. Sorry. It was Apostle Joshua Selman that said that if there are five foolish persons in the room and you are there are not five persons. So count again. There are six. If there are five foolish persons in a room and you are there, count again. There are not five. There are six. So which means that if there are five excellent people in a room and you are there, that means you are excellent. Simple like that. So when you work with people like that, even in business, partnering and work, most importantly, partnership, building relationship with top leaders, executives. When you work with those kind of people, you can't be small. You can't do it small. In fact, even if there is one of your employees that is trying to drag you, you will fire the person, because you know the person the person will drag you back. The person will not be thinking at your level. So when the person start giving you ideas, it will be ideas that are attracting people that you are not calling. So the person will drag you back. So when you are trying to build relationship, you also understand that this is the value I'm offering. So it means that if there are no quality people around you, it means that the value you have is not quality. That's it, basically. It's not quality. So check again. And just so you know, to network is easier if you understand this thing. If you understand that this is the value you have and this is the value you have to offer, you will network easily. I've said it. Networking is not having the person's phone number. Networking is not living around the person. You can be living around Dangote's house and not get to even see Dangote. You don't know Dangote. You can be living around, what are they calling it? You can be living around um Vusi Tembekwayu today, and insecurity will even bounce you away, because there is no value you are offering. Most of you, yeah, I've been following you. There's this thing that young people used to do today. Instead of them to know what value they want to get and what value they want to offer, they will say, I've been following you, I've been doing this. Omo, your thing. It doesn't. No, that's not how to network. Or you see them, they start commenting fire emoji, boss, fire, hey, omo, fire. And I'm like, is this also, this is all you are? No, now there are better ways to express your value. There are better ways to network. There are better ways to build quality relationship. For example, now let's say you want to network with um let's say a CEO. The question you should be asking is, what can I offer you? Because you see, know that all these people that they say they are top people, they are executives, they also have needs to be met. If you can ask for their needs and offer them something, they will be interested in you. Then they can comfortably network with you. But you don't have what to offer. Everything, sir, please, can I get your number, sir? Can you come, sir? Everywhere, sir, you know, eh? No, now it's not done that way. Have a value you want to offer if you want to network better. Because it is only that time, even the vision you are trying to build, they can now expose you to a lot of things that you don't know. They can network you to they can help you open some access to some doors that you have to pay for. Some of the access that a lot of people are paying for today, you will get it for free if you learn how to offer value to people and network. If you learn how to offer value to people and network better, you will get it for free. Because information runs in circles, money runs in circles, right? So which means that if you are not in that circle where the kind of money you are looking for is running, then you will not be able to get it. So some doors that you'll be knocking that you have to pay, you get it for free. Some things that you have to stress yourself over, you get them for free because you are in that circle, you are around those kind of people, you are thinking at their level, at their frequency, so they can easily commit things into your hand because they will know that you will not mismanage it, you will not mishandle it. You will not mishandle it. And then see, if you want to build better relationships with people, build it beyond just your work. This is what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm offering. Yeah, come and work, come and work. If you cannot afford my skill, don't come and no now, no now, no now. One of the things that have helped me build better relationship with my clients today is that I used to listen to their needs, their desire, and I used to offer them what will help them solve their problem. So which means that you are in a business of building relationship with people beyond just what you have to offer to them. Understand their needs, their pain points. Sympathize with them. Oh, I'm sorry. Now, what is the solution you are bringing to their problem? That's how to build better relationship. Not that if you don't have my money, get away. You can't build better relationship like that. Can't. Can't. So which means that the kind of value you yourself you now have determines the kind of people you attract, determines the kind of relationship you build with people. And I used to tell people that you become who you stay with. If you stay with somebody that knows how to steal, like the person knows how to steal very well, very soon you will start stealing because you are staying with the person. Even if you now here is the idea. If you stay with somebody that knows how to do something better than you do and is audacious and loud about it, you will become that thing that the person is doing. So you become that person. That's why I use the illustration of if you stay with somebody that knows how to steal, very soon you know how to steal. So which means that if you yourself you are audacious about your skill, you know your onions, very soon the people that stay around you will become like you if you are loud about what you do. It is not the person that owns the idea that is being celebrated. It is the person that tells a better story, that is loud about it, that is being celebrated. That's why you can crack a joke with your friends and one of your friends now take it global and the person will receive the reward for the joke. Instead, the person got it from you. So you have to you have this one is not joke. Oh, you have to know. You have to know. And let me share you this framework that can help you be able to, at least if you are still struggling to find yourself, to understand, okay, what kind of future are you even trying to build, what is your vision and the likes. There is this, there is this framework I want to explain to you. It's a self-awareness framework, that helps you. It's a framework basically that helps you build yourself for self-awareness, communication, and relationship building. It was in it's in 1955 that these two guys, that's Joseph Loft and Arrington Ingham, right, in 1955, they developed this framework where they help people identify their self, better communicate their self, and sorry, they help people identify themselves, that is, be aware of themselves, communicate themselves, and now help them build better relationship, right? So this framework is called Johari window. It's a 2 by 2 grid that helps people to understand their self-perception and how others perceive them. So it, like I said, it is four, what are they calling it? For a 2 by 2 grid, that is 1 2 3 4, 1 2 1 2. So it is in four area. The first one says, four panes of that Johari window. The first one is the open area, the second one is the blind spot, the third one is the hidden area, and the fourth one is the unknown area. All right, the first one, which is the open area, is the one, what you know about yourself and what others know about you. What you know about yourself in terms of your skills, in terms of your character. Let's say you are a melancholic person, you get angry too much, or your behavior, your personality, that even other people are aware of you. That's the first thing. The second thing is the blind spot. What you do not know about yourself but other knows about you, right? That's those are your flaws, your mistakes that you are not seeing but others are seeing. Your habits that you don't know that this thing is not good, but others are seeing, and they are telling you, but you don't know, right? Then the fourth is the hidden area. The third is the hidden area. That's what you know to yourself, you know about yourself, but others don't know. That's your secret. Oh my, uh, your secret, basically your fears, what you are scared about, anxiety, all those things that make you just sad, that you know about yourself. Then the fourth area is the unknown area, what you don't know about yourself and what others don't know about you. So those are the things that makes us take decisions in our subconscious. What you don't know that is making you take some decisions, and what others don't know. That's the fourth area. Now, how can this thing help you? This Johari window help you, right? The way it will help you is that when you know yourself and things that are making you make that is helping you make decisions, right? You'll be able to control those things. There's this saying that um you are in control to the extent to which you know you are not in control. It means that if you know that you can't control external effects, happenings, problems, right? But you can control the thing that causes that external problem, then you'll be in control. That's what it means. So, which means that if you can identify yourself, who you are, what you like, your belief, your vision, and those past experience that you've had that is making you make some decisions, then you'll be able to now know what to do right, to be able to make better decisions, to become a better person. So you see that this Johari window is actually helpful. You don't need to know everything, but you just need to understand. Okay, and that is why you need a mentor. I often tell people you can't do it alone. The mentor can may not be somebody you have the number, but it's somebody that you are following, you are always listening to. Every time people say, ah, you and this guy, what does this guy do to you? Because you are following it. You know that if only you can do what this person says, you become what you want to become. And after you follow the person a while, maybe from your comments, not that you now start dropping fire emoji comment under the person's post, you will say something relevant, something valuable, that after some time the person will not even say, ah, let me even message this guy. What do you want me? What do you want from me? Or when you now even message the person will have time for you because he has been seeing how committed and closely you have been following him. But if you don't understand yourself, your value, what you are trying to build, your vision, what people are saying about you, and that's why let me say this: nobody knows you more than God knows you. So if you want to know yourself better, go to God. Accept Jesus for your as your Lord and Savior. Go to God. He will show you. I'm being honest. He will show you. So you see that these things, they are what we neglect actually, but is what helps us to become who we need to become. I was telling my friend that the decisions you take determines who you become. It's not your dream. Your dream will remain a fantasy when your decisions don't get you closer to your dream. Now, the third thing where we are going to be ending it um, is now building your personal brand. That's differentiating yourself, becoming visible. You know, like I said earlier, uh, the in fact, let me even say this: as a founder or a CEO, if you are not building your personal brand today, then you'll be missing out a lot of things, oh. Because people don't interact with your page anymore. It's the person that is behind your page. That's why, in fact, even according to the algorithm, if you check the reason why there is Instagram, it is not for flyer purposes. It's for you to post images of yourself, of the person, or videos of the person. That is what the algorithm will take to go viral. So which means that if it's only flyer you want to be posting and thinking, you will it's good to invest in the business, but you will have saved yourself more money, more stress, more energy by making out more videos and graphics than. That's why I used to tell business owners, you don't need a graphic designer. In fact, you don't need to hire a graphic designer, a video editor, or a social media management manager if you haven't gone for a consultation, proper consultation. You don't need them, because graphic designer will just come and do his work. If it doesn't profit you, you have lost money like that. A social media manager will just come and give you strategies on how to grow your page. If you don't get it right, you will lose more money. A video editor will just come and edit the video. If the video doesn't go to the right audience, so you need to go for proper consultation. That's why we have brand strategists. That's why we have marketing strategists. That's why we have business consultants. They are the one that will now tell you that, okay, because of this thing that you are trying to build, you need these people. Not that you just wake up and say, okay, I need to hire a designer, I need to hire this, and then the designer just start giving you ideas that are not even related to your vision. You would have wasted a lot of money, a lot of time and energy paying for somebody that end up the work. There was a client I worked for. There was a client I worked for. After working for him for almost like a year, I called him. I said, "Sir, this work I'm doing here is not profitable. I don't mind if you stop paying me and let's see what works. Or I don't mind if you reduce my money and reduce my work." I called him. I told him. He said, "Don't worry. My mentor said I should be testing. I'm still testing. I'm still testing. I'm still testing." I said, "No problem. It's your money." The following month, he messaged me. Day one of the following month, he said, "I think we have to stop." That's because I'm not after your money. I'm after your growth. So if you're not growing, you are delaying me from growing too. So it means that me too, I want to grow. So if I do not grow, when you now come and tell me that you want to stop working with me, I will feel bad because I'm like, ha, where will I get job now? Ha, how will I do this? But because I know that I'm growing, if I see that what I'm doing will not help you to grow, or you are delaying it, I will not, I'll back out. I'll back out. So you don't need a designer or a video editor. You just need to speak with a consultant that will now recommend a designer for you, that will now recommend a video editor for you. Then you will be more profitable because you now understand why you are doing what you are doing, and you now know what to do. Not that you just do what you want to do before understanding why you need to what to do. Do you understand now? Right? So now, when you now understand what you are doing, there is this concept that they used to say that you don't find a problem. Mm-mm. This is how it is put. Someone said sometimes someone once said that you don't find a product for your audience. No, you find a problem for the problem of your audience. How did this person put it though? You don't find a problem, you don't find a product to sell to your audience. You develop a you develop a product that solves your your audience problem. So which means that you can't just come up with an idea and think the market will accept it. No, no. You have to understand what is the problem and now develop a solution to them. And that's why salespeople are always taking the lead in every company, because they don't have a product they are selling. Their major work is understanding the client and then finding a product to sell to the client. Then they make their own commission. So every CEO, entrepreneur, business owner, skilled person, you are not in the market because you are skilled. You are in the market because there's a problem you are solving, right? So when you know the problem you are solving, I believe you know the problem. And someone once said something that, which I agree to. It is not what you are selling that is the problem. It is that you are in the wrong environment. You are in the wrong audience. You are selling to the wrong audience. For example, sporty bets, or no, okay, don't let me use sporty bets. Let me use the one people can easily understand. Prostitution now today. You may say it's bad, oh, but there is market there. But those prostitutes, they don't sit at home and expect customer to come now. They will go. They will go to front of that hotel. They will go and showcase their body. They can now attract their audience. It means that you are not selling the wrong product. You are only selling to the wrong audience. That's why you are not making money. When you start selling to the right audience, you make your money easily. So which means you just need to represent yourself, reposition yourself for people, for your audience to see you. For your audience to see you. Now, becoming visible. You are a creative, or you are a skilled person. Today, if you don't know how to leverage the social media to be able to express your skill, then uh, you miss out though. Because there are a lot of people that are better than you, that are doing it better than you, and they are showcasing it. They will chance you. In fact, this one is not even by prayer. They will chance you. The Bible says nobody can light a candle and put it under the bushel. No, you have to put it where it will be visible to everywhere. So which means if you are not visible, sooner or later you will be out of the market. Nobody will know you. You have to be visible somewhere. Some people must be seeing your work and they are attracted by the excellence of your work. They must be seeing your work and they are attracted by the excellence of your work. So if you say, I don't want my details to be on social media. I don't want this. I'm not I'm not disputing your belief. I'm not saying what you have is not good, But there are ways you can express yourself that you don't even need to put out your identity there. There are ways you can do it. There are ways you can do it. So if you are not visible, sorry, oh, there are a lot of talented people. In fact, somebody once said that if you are not audacious but you are skilled, you will serve a foolish person that is more audacious than you. So which means that you need some level of audacity to even present what you know now. Even if it is bad, still push it out. When you grow and you check the past, you will know. You will know. Because you know that by the time you are now telling a different story, a better story about yourself, about what you do, it attracts people. It attracts people. It attracts people. Just like a butterfly attracts you. When they start seeing the excellency of your work, it attracts them. Such that even when they bring one offer to you, when they say, come and get this job, at least it's paying, and it doesn't look like your goal, you will not just jump into it because you know what you are trying to build. You are only trying to tell a different story. You are only trying to tell a different story. Likewise for brands, for businesses. Sometimes, if you have not stayed long enough in the market, you will not know what to do to stand out. So, which means that sometimes at the early stage, you may not know you may not know what your unique value proposition is. But as time goes on, as you stay long enough in the market, you study the trends in the market. Oh, there's this problem here. For example, in the agriculture sector now, if you come to ask me, do I know anything about agric? No, I don't. So when we are trying to, that's why most times marketing strategists, brand strategists, they used to go out. They go and ask questions. They go and interview people. They want to get feedback, data from the market to understand, okay, what could be the major problem that we can now use as our unique value proposition. So you can't do things lazily. You can't do things lazy. So you want to stand out. You have to get what you are doing right first. Understand what you are doing. Know it fully well. So that by the time you are now taking more responsibility, because you know what you are doing, it will be easier for you. It will be easier for you. And let me say this, there is no new idea that has never been existing. There is no new idea that no one has never done. There is no new idea that nobody has never had. The only thing that can make your idea different is your execution process. The way you execute it is what will make you stand out. I was listening to a story of Tesla. I realized that it's not Elon Musk that owns Tesla. The actual guys, the real guys that own Tesla today, they are not more there. They don't know them, and that's because Elon Musk knows how to embody something, tell stories. Like he knows how to be the face of the brand. Let me just use that word. He knows how to be the face of the brand. He knows how to. He's hungry about achieving things. And also, if you've heard of the story of McDonald Brothers, those guys, the real owner of McDonald's, those guys they are not there anymore. The real owner today is it Ray Kroc, Ray Kroc, Raymond Kroc, or what's his name? He's not the owner, but because there is this particular quote the owner of McDonald's used to remind himself, a man is who he is always. A man is what he thinks about always. I've forgotten how he put the phrase, but I'm saying that your idea is not new. It's your execution process that makes it different. And sometimes this is the reason why we even often jump into some opportunities and say I want to do this thing. You know, there are a lot of people today that they want to start sewing clothes, not because they are interested in sewing clothes, but because they saw how somebody is doing it well and they're like, I can do this thing now, I can do this thing now. Now when they entered, the thing crashed, they left. So you see that if you do not really understand what you are doing, why you are doing what you are doing, you will miss it. You make a lot of mistakes. So it is the different approach you take to things, and that different approach you take to things won't happen if you do not understand the vision you are trying to build. You yourself, you do not understand yourself, you do not know yourself and the vision you are trying to build. Likewise for entrepreneurs, business owners, you know, to differentiate, to stand out, you will not be able to stand out if you have not been in that niche to know the kind of problem there. And likewise, and sometimes it might not be that you don't know what to do, but because of your team, the people around you, your team members, they don't understand your vision. So they are just giving you what they know. Somebody can just go and search from AI and AI will give him idea and will come and give you, and you to just accept it. It's because you yourself did not understand the vision. You did not understand what you are trying to be. It's not solid enough for them to know how delicate it is. You've not embodied it enough. So see, when you there's a way you embody the vision of your business, also of what you do, that even people around you, they feel it that this guy, they can feel it that no, this guy is serious. And that will now determine the commitment your team will put into what you do, because of the way you embody it, because of the way you carried it like no. There's this trend that my shoulder is not up. It's just that I'm the best photographer. My shoulder is not up. It's because of the way you embody that vision. It will not determine the approach your team member will not bring to the thing. And like I said, it is not the person who owns the idea that gets the accolades. It's the person who tells better stories with the idea that get the accolades. So I hope you've been able to learn a few things here, and I believe that um, a brand is not just the logo, it's not just even what the brand does, is who the person is, the person behind the brand, the people behind the brand, and what they are trying to build. So that will now shape the perception of how they will be perceived in the market by bringing to life the vision, by telling the stories around the vision. And like I said, Olutola Studios, basically what we do is to help people tell stories with their brand. So is that you have a vision, you want to build a solid business, or you want to rebrand your business, you can reach out to us on our social media platforms at Olutola Studios on Instagram, or on TikTok at olutola.studios, or on YouTube, or on Facebook, Olutola Studios. So just reach out to us, and um, um, our representative customer service will reach out to you and respond to you. Then we schedule a call, we get on a call, we discuss, we make a market research about your business, what um what areas do you need to focus on, and the likes, and help you.